Whenever someone asks me where I'm from, I usually say I'm from my hometown of Oak Lawn, Illinois. But ever since I was 18 years old and decided to go to Eastern Illinois University, I have resided and have been a part of the Charleston community for about 3 years. Like when Daniele Quereia moved from London to the city of Boston, he was not very familiar with his city. As like me, when I first moved to Charleston, I did not know much about my town at all. It wasn't until I was recently inspired by Daniele Quereia to go out and explore my town of Charleston and to see what beautiful things it has to offer. As we can see here in the video, this road that I am traveling down is Lincoln Avenue. It wasn't until I was recently inspired by Daniele Quereia to go and explore my town of Charleston and to see what beautiful things it has to offer. Daniele Quereia was just featured in a recent TED Talk on building better cities. And from this TED Talk, I wanted to challenge my perception of Charleston and explore my town more like Quereia did when he first got to Boston. For the past 3 years, I have been traveling on the same Lincoln Road. Whenever I want to go somewhere, Siri always tells me to travel on this road. I have traveled on this road every day, and I have always been content with doing so. But I was curious to see what was beyond this Lincoln Road. Finally, after 3 years of living in Charleston, I finally went off-road, in a good way, of course. From talking to friends and acquaintances in the past, EIU was described to me as a huge party school that was known for drinking and having a good time. This perception was definitely confirmed because when I first arrived on campus, I saw nothing but parties. My perception that I had of EIU spread to my whole perception of what I thought Charleston was like. But because I didn't explore my town from the 3 years that I've been living here, my mind was closed to everything that Charleston really has to offer. And because I was so inspired by Daniele Quereia, I not only uncovered new things, but I also was able to see what my town of Charleston is really like and the beauty that lies within there. With EIU known for being a big party school, there are specific streets that are known to have huge parties being thrown. Unfortunately, the apartment complex that I live in currently is on 7th Street, which is known to be one of the biggest party streets here at EIU. On the left here, we have a fraternity home that throws parties every single weekend and most of the days during the week. They play loud, obnoxious music, and they seem to have a hard time cleaning up after themselves. As we continue down this road, we see specific houses that really stand out, like this yellow house here that's being shown in the video. Also, this other white home that many college students live in. Here is a close-up of the home that Jimmy Garoppolo lived in. But as we transition from college homes, now we will get into the part of Charleston that I explored away from the university. As I did my exploring, I didn't really know where I was going, but that was the beauty of this whole entire project. I went driving without talking or asking Siri for any type of directions, and this is where I came to. These beautiful homes that I was unaware of for the past 3 years. I found these homes as I was traveling westbound onto Lincoln Avenue and decided to make a left-hand turn onto University Drive. As we can see here in the video, these beautiful homes in this quiet and well-kept neighborhood depict the difference between what street I live on and the homes that are within the Charleston community. Just like Daniel's feeling of being surprised, I too was very shocked and flabbergasted with what I had found in my exploration of my town. All I can think about as I was driving and watching these homes was what I was missing the past 3 years in Charleston, and the perception that I had was completely wrong. I thought that the whole town of Charleston was like the street that I live on, just a bunch of college houses that threw parties and had loud music and had trash on their lawn. But I was completely wrong. I clumped the whole town of Charleston into the depiction I had of Eastern Illinois' campus. As I continued down to view these homes, I saw this woman on the left side hand of the road, and she waved at me briefly as you saw before, but by her waving made me smile and happy. Viewing these homes gave me a peace of mind and made me calm and put me in a positive mindset of what my town is really like. These beautiful homes being pictured here is what my town of Charleston, Illinois is like. And like Daniele Quereia said, we need to maximize our experience of people and our well-being. So what are we waiting for? Let's go out and explore everything that we can